the recent cars. What all cars do you and K2 have? So right now we have, hold on, let me, what are we going to use for our foundation? Let's use this. Yeah, let's use this brush. We're going to use the flat top foundation brush from Sonia Keurig, I think. I don't know how to say it. It's the Amazon one. And then here's my foundation shade, I think. Let me see. There's a hair in it. Ew. This is extremely pigmented, so I like to color match it to my neck. Yep, that's perfect. So we're going to spin it in this brush. You could use a brush. You could use a blender full. If you are trying to figure out what foundation tool you should use with your foundation, follow me on TikTok because I'm testing out a bunch of different brushes and tools. Okay, so what kind of cars do we have? We have the Dodge Durango. That's the white Dodge Durango with the red interior. I'm obsessed with her. She's my newest baby. Then we have the blue Dodge Charger, which my mom is currently driving because she got in a pretty bad wreck recently, and her car is donezo. Then we have the Kia Stinger GT2. That is K2's new baby. He loves it. We love that car. He really loves that car. We love that car. That thing's freaking fast. The Kia Stinger GT2, that thing is like faster than our Charger, which it's not all about speed, but it's about speed. That car is freaking powerful. It like hisses and zaps at you when you speed up because it's so powerful, and it's just the coolest car ever. And then the Range Rover. The Range Rover long wheel body, whatever the hell it's called. So those are the 4 cars we have. And so I'm actually debating on if I want to, no, never mind. I was going to say I'm debating, but I'm really not debating. I'm just not wanting to get rid of my Range Rover, but I know I need to. So I'm struggling with the thought of getting rid of it because I really do love the car. I just hate the embarrassing memories and the price tag of the maintenance. But I was contemplating putting it on Turo. But if you put a car on Turo, it's going to get driven a lot, which means more maintenance. And that car is expensive maintenance. So, no. You need a GTR. April. And April's 13-year-old. That's my little brother's dream car. We see GTRs often here on the highway. And they always try to race us when we're in the Stinger. Always. GTRs and the Supras, and yeah, those fast cars love when they see a Kia because they try to test us because it's a fast car and no one expects it to be that fast because it's a Kia. But baby, that car is spicy. She's spicy. Oh, dang it. I didn't use, maybe we could still use this. This is the Rose Quartz. I wonder, we're going to try this. This is the pink, it's like a color corrector, but I'm just going to use it underneath my eyes to have like a pink under eye glow. I want to use my pink highlighter, but I can't find it. My pink glow drops. You may be better selling that one and getting a new one since the accident. Yeah, I don't want another. I mean, one day I want another Range Rover, I think. I don't know. It might have just been a phase, but I really love the car. Like, it truly was my dream car, and I got it. And I loved it. I just wished it didn't have all those problems. And I mean, everyone says that about Range Rovers. Like, it's not a one car thing. It's a Range Rover thing. So I just need to get over it and stick with the cars I have. I don't need any more freaking cars. Honestly, I'd love to get down to 2 cars again. But the Charger is just so reliable. And it's nice when like my mom needs a car or someone needs a car. I have a car to loan them. So I'm going to put that one on Turo for when someone's not using it. That's his. That's his dream car. Yeah. What color? And if it was just regular maintenance, I wouldn't mind. If it was regular maintenance, I can afford it. I would do it. It's not a big deal to me. But it wasn't just regular maintenance. It was just always something else was breaking down. Like, we didn't drive it crazy. It wasn't a bad car. I just didn't understand. But anyways, we love cars. A lot of people think it's stupid that we have multiple cars and work from home and really never drive. It probably is, but do I care? No, because it's always been like, I want to have like a 12-car garage and have it full. Why you got a 12-car garage, but you only got 6 cars? That's a rap song if you didn't know. Now you know. I'm looking for contour. Okay, we're gonna use our concealer shade. I'm gonna, oopsies. So with Lime Life, I always recommend getting the foundation shade and 2 concealers, whether it be a highlight and contour or whether it be a highlight and a skin match. You can choose. I'll color match you for both. But I like to use our cream concealer as a contour and bronzer shade. So we call it a Brontour. A Brontour. I've always heard that about rain. Yeah. Yep. And I was in denial before getting it. I was like, only people that can't afford them say that. Yeah, that was me not being very humble back in the day. We have grown, friends. We have grown. We have grown, okay? I'll take my muscle car any day over all those problems. So, yeah, we're living. We're living and learning. He doesn't know. He said the old version of Supra would be his second or an RX-7. Your 13-year-old is very car smart. I like him. He would be good friends with my brother. My brother, he's only 9, and he can literally, like, we'll be driving or we'll be at the grocery store or anywhere, honestly, and he'll hear a car drive by or he'll hear a car start up, and he can tell you what car that is. He's such a car dude, and I feel like I'm kind of, like, responsible for that, me and Kay too, because we just talk about cars a lot and what we're gonna do to our cars and what cars we want one day, and we just love cars, you know. Some people love purses. I love cars. It's not a bad thing to have multiple cars. If one breaks down, you have another to drive. Yeah, exactly. It came in handy when our freaking Range Rover was in the shop every other month. That's for sure. It's literally probably been in the shop more than out of the shop since we got it back from the accident. And at first, a few of the things that were from the accident were covered because it was obviously the accident stuff, but everything else, they're like, this isn't from the accident. I'm like, I'm calling bullshit, but whatever. Excuse my French. All right, we are bronzy. All kinds of things, though I have no clue what they, I can't type that. Yeah. Boys in their cars, especially with all the video games now too, and like TikTok and stuff, it just teaches them so much about cars. Like my brother will sit there and watch all these videos on cars, and he'll be like, so this car has this motor and it has this much horsepower, but if you do this to the torque and you do a muffler delete and you do this, the horsepower goes up to blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, I like cars, but I don't know what you're talking about right now. I don't. I'm sorry, honey buns. You lost me. I know that they're pretty and fast and sound cool. That's as far as I go. That's all. That's all, folks. Okay. My mouth tastes like foundation. We're going to eat a chocolate. Do you guys want to see the best chocolates in the entire world? Look at this. Okay, I'm not kidding. These are the best chocolates in the entire world. Utah truffles, mint truffle, mint chocolate, natural ingredient. This right here. My mother-in-law buys them by the big bag, and then I get a little Ziploc baggie pretty much every time I go over there because I'm still a child and don't have to buy my own snacks. Okay? So I get a goodie bag every time I go over there, which is like a couple times a week. So I eat way too much chocolate, but it's fine. It's fine. We all have our things. That's mine. Okay? And they're so good. So we're going to eat one. Do you have a video? No, I don't. Would you get an electric? I would get a Tesla. I would get a Tesla. I would. But only a super sporty, fast one. And I'd have to do stuff to the engine. There's no engine. Can you make electric cars sound loud?